The quiet, uncomfortable truth we sidestep is this: you can't build a meaningful future when your hands are still full of the past. Forget the cluttered shelves. We're talking about a calendar choked with unwanted obligations and a mind hijacked by noise you never chose. Clutter isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's digital. It's the yes you said out of guilt, the relationship you've outgrown, the version of yourself you keep maintaining because it's familiar. Because when you finally clear the noise, when you release what drains you, when you protect space on purpose, you don't find emptiness. You find yourself. And sometimes, the most courageous thing you can do isn't adding more to your life. It's having the strength to let go. Creating space for what truly enriches life. Clutter doesn't just crowd your home, it crowds your mind. When your space is full of things you don't use or care about, your energy drains fast. You spend time managing distractions instead of focusing on what actually matters. The same goes for your schedule, your thoughts, and your relationships. The more noise you carry, the less clarity you have. The hidden cost of clutter. You might not notice it at first. A few things pile up: an old coat you never wear, a drawer full of tangled cables, half-used notebooks stacked on your desk. You tell yourself it's no big deal. You'll get to it later. But you don't, and it keeps building. Clutter doesn't just take up space. It takes up time, energy, and attention. It pulls you away from what really matters and what actually brings meaning, joy, and depth to your life. Daily struggles. The burden of clutter. It starts subtly. You wake up and immediately fall behind. There's too much to do, too much to clean, too much to sort. Your home is full, but you feel empty. There are piles to deal with, messages to respond to, and unfinished tasks you keep avoiding. You can't focus because everything demands your attention. A messy table, a cluttered inbox, a schedule filled with obligations you don't even care about. Long-term impact: a life of distraction instead of depth. When you live surrounded by clutter, you slowly lose touch with yourself. It's not just about stuff. It's about noise, mental, emotional, and digital. We fill our lives with so much that we leave no space for reflection, connection, or calm. We scroll instead of sitting with our thoughts. We multitask instead of being fully present. We chase the next thing without asking if it's even what we want. And that comes at a cost. Relationships suffer because we're too distracted to listen deeply or show up fully. Creativity dries up because there's no mental room to explore or imagine. Joy fades because we're always busy, but rarely fulfilled. If you wake up already overwhelmed, your attention's scattered, your life feeling noisy and pulled in every direction, and you want to know exactly what matters and what does. This is about moving from clutter to clarity. Don't just think about this, work through it. The free chapter preview in the description gives you real depth and guidance to start moving out of this state. You can download it for free now. Strategies for improvement. You don't need a massive overhaul. You need a shift in mindset. You need to start seeing space not as emptiness, but as possibility. Room to move, room to breathe, room to become. Here's how to begin. 1. Start with one small area. Pick a corner, a drawer, a single shelf. Clear it out completely. Don't just rearrange or remove. Ask yourself, do I use this? Do I need it? Does it serve me now? If not, let it go. The goal isn't perfection. It's a movement. Small wins build momentum. Is that dusty drawer full of birthday cards? You might find one from someone who drifted or hurt you, and letting it go might feel like closure. That book gifted by a friend who now only calls when they need something. 2. Say no more often. Clutter isn't just physical. It's on your calendar, too. Look at your commitments. Which ones drain you? Which ones feel like obligations instead of choices? Start cutting back. Free up time the same way you free up space. That meeting you always say yes to, even though it leaves you depleted. That group you joined out of guilt, not joy. That social invitation that you dread, but accept because you don't want to disappoint. They all take more than the time they take pieces of you. 3. Create empty space on purpose. Leave a shelf empty. Leave a day unscheduled. Let there be quiet in your routine. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but that's where clarity starts to emerge. In the pause, in the stillness, we're so used to filling every gap, every silence in conversation, every moment on the calendar, every corner of our homes as if emptiness is something to fear. But space is not a void. It's a vessel. It's where your thoughts catch up with your soul. That unplanned evening, it might become your first real conversation with yourself in months. That empty wall, it might finally let the sunlight in. 4. Ask the right questions. Before bringing anything into your life, whether it's a new item, commitment, or relationship, ask, will this enrich my life? Is this aligned with my values? Am I choosing this, or am I avoiding something else? Be honest. If it doesn't add meaning, it's adding clutter. Because most of what clutters our lives didn't come in with a scream, it came in with a whisper. What in your life is quietly taking up space right now? Your home, your schedule, a relationship, an old identity that you know you've outgrown but haven't released yet. Not to judge it, not to shame yourself for it, but to name it. Drop it in the comments. Because sometimes the first act of decluttering isn't throwing something away, it's admitting it no longer fits who you're becoming. And your honesty might be the permission someone else needs to finally let go and create space for what truly enriches their life. Making room for what truly matters. When you remove what's unnecessary, you make space for what is. That might be a deeper relationship, a creative project, a spiritual practice, or just the ability to slow down and enjoy a quiet morning. The truth is, most of us aren't missing time. We're just filling it with the wrong things. When your home is cluttered, you clean. When your mind is cluttered, you meditate or journal. But when your life is cluttered, that takes intention. You have to choose a different path, one where less isn't a loss. It's a gain. Here's what you make room for when you let go. Presence, you stop rushing. You start noticing. Meaning, you stop doing things for show. You start doing them with purpose. Freedom, you're not tied to stuff, roles, or expectations. You get to define your life. Alignment, life stops feeling like you're running on someone else's script. You begin to live your own story, page by page, with full authorship. Wholeness, the parts of you that got buried under busyness or buried beneath shoulds begin to reemerge. The version of you who laughs more trusts deeper and breathes slower, that version returns. Ask yourself, what in my life is just taking up space? What would I have more time, energy, or peace for if I cleared it out? Am I building a life around what matters, or just managing what's left over? If I created more space, what part of me might finally have room to breathe or return? What if the peace I'm searching for isn't in the next thing, but in the space I've been too afraid to make? Your space reflects your choices. So make space for what lifts you up, not what wears you down. You don't need more. You need room for more of what matters. Action plan. 1. Space audit. Choose one room in your home. Walk through it slowly and ask, what here supports my life today? What belongs to the past, to guilt, or to fear? Remove 5 items that no longer serve you. That dusty trophy from a time you no longer want to glorify. That drawer full of manuals for appliances you don't even own. 2. Time audit. Look at your week ahead. Highlight 3 things you're doing out of obligation, not desire. Cancel or reschedule at least one. It might feel uncomfortable, but every time you say yes when you mean no, a tiny part of you dims. Saying no to what drains you gives life to what you love. 3. Meaning exercise. List the 5 most important things in your life. Then ask, does my daily routine reflect these values? If not, identify one change you can make today to realign your time and space with what truly matters. You're not here to manage clutter. You're here to live fully. And that starts with space to breathe, move, and grow. You don't feel overwhelmed because you're incapable. You feel overwhelmed because you've been carrying what was never meant to stay. The clutter, the obligations, the expectations, the old versions of you that once helped you survive but no longer help you grow. Less isn't a loss, it's liberation. Peace doesn't arrive when everything is added. It arrives when the unnecessary is removed, so make space on purpose, protect it, treat it like something sacred. This video draws directly from the core teachings in my book Less is More, The Path to a Meaningful Life and its companion workbook. You'll find them linked in the description. They're designed to work side by side. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.